Welcome to Project Eternity. This presentation is about the paradox that exists with intergenerational legacy today. And that is the reason Project Eternity is so focused in building the legacy for generations to come. And we all know it is necessary because success is elusive. But more than that, when the core is not strong, holding on to success is even more elusive. When the core is not strong, the wealth and the values degrade. And that is the most difficult part. But the biggest difficulty today is the fact that today's times are tougher. With the crisis that is looming, with the current generation because of COVID, with technology first separation, the fear of death, we should probably not think about wealth right now or even values. We should rather strengthen the core because as businesses transform because of technology, technology itself is a threat. The distractions and the loneliness might even wipe this generation out. The fear can be so ingrained, can be so strong that this core needs to be strengthened again and again. Business families had an amazing way to hold the family together. But with COVID, the family gatherings are even broken. That is the reason Project Eternity is so focused in creating a legacy for generations after generations with our spiritual system. We have shown this model to hundreds of COVID generation students, and what they say is wow when they find the meaning in it. We have an entire system that is here to help. So how do we transform generations after generations at Project Eternity? We have a system that builds the mindfulness right from the bottom. And this system works. It has worked for generations and centuries. It is foolproof. Then we introduce them to the healing aspects and the quantum aspects of the body. Then we start explaining the technology side of the house, which is quantum consciousness. And this is essential because we just cannot put mumbo jumbo of spirituality and religion in front of them. They are not going to take it. And that is the reason we use physics and science to help them understand spirituality, mysticism, esotericism, symbolism. And then for those who are even more interested, we take them to the final level, which is all about decoding the ley lines, decoding the temple architecture, the astrology and the astronomy, and all that stuff. We don't stop at that because we believe this generation is entrepreneurial and they need to carry the business, the wealth, and the business values for their generation. So what we do is we get them to work on projects and solve problems with either technology, science, and engineering. Now that is great, but we don't stop at that because now we imbibe the values of psychology, understanding law, understanding entrepreneurship, and finance at a very early age. Once this is all done, we top it up with the communication aspect, the system thinking aspect, and the ability to solve problems. Once we can do all this, this is an entire transformation from the body, mind, spirit, soul, business, values, etc. And they are in pristine nature. They are working with the rural people, and they get an amazing experience of the culture in that region. That's what we call as a generational transformation. Only then, and only then, will the generations not implode within each other. That is only when history will not repeat, which is the reason Project Eternity is all about rebuilding generations at the core so we can create business leaders in the business families. Reach out to us. Project Eternity email address is connect@eternity.eco.